Very much.
Okay.
Dr. Kaur.
I remember. So, ma'am, you can go ahead.
Yeah, thank you very much for giving me this another opportunity to express my views about the role of women, in leadership in various fields, and especially on this day for the celebrations of the girl empowerment under the banner of IRDO. In this 21st century, the essential qualities that are required to lead to include the ability to collaborate, to connect, to empathize, and to communicate. And surprisingly, all these qualities, these are feminine in nature. So we all are already gifted or blessed with these kind of traits, and it can help to build up a more sustainable future. And in the past, we know that women, they were underrepresented in politics, in education, in business, science and technology. But yes, currently this situation is changing steadily, and the women, they are gradually marking their leadership presence felt in the entrepreneurship, administration, education, engineering, in the health services. And right now we can see at this platform, right now today we are sharing, we can see the achievements of the women in the different fields. As the ma'am has, Reshu ma'am has already said, today we can see the diversity at one platform. We all are from the different areas, from the different fields, but yes, we all are very strong enough to mark our presence in this world. And women, they are constantly evolving. This is this scenario now, and reaching new milestones across a wide spectrum of human activities in the modern time. The world has already witnessed the advent of many women leaders like Hillary Clinton, Indira Nooyi, Oprah Winfrey, Vandana Luthra, Kiran Mazumdar Shah. These are, I'm just naming few. These are the ladies who have given their significant contribution in the different fields. And it's a matter of privilege for us, like the IRDO, under this international conference, they are honoring us today. They are inspiring us, they are motivating us to achieve the excellence in the field. But yes, at the same time, I strongly believe that there are few qualities that need to be inculcated in our personality if we actually want to lead this world. So one needs to have this excellent communication skills. And there is a dilemma, excellent communication skill doesn't mean you have to speak up only in English. You can use any mode of communication, but yes, that must be effective and the impactful. And you have to be proactive. Like, you can't sit idle in your situation and to wait for the opportunities to knock at your door. And if something is in front of you, you have to grab that opportunity, and you have to preempt the things. Okay, so if you are having that kind of vision, and I know the females, they are gifted with intelligence, they are gifted with beauty, with brain, and they are having that sixth sense. And that sixth sense, what we say, is the vision. So we already have a vision. So we just need to enhance that vision, and we must know when to take the risk. And foolishly, we should not step into any kind of thing or jump to the conclusions and to ruin the career or to any business. But yes, as a woman, we are very much courageous, and we know when to take the risk. Risk, I mean, when to take the challenges. And as a woman, I'm ready to accept any kind of challenge. And the one most important trait that we are gifted by the Almighty, that is the resilience. I guess that is the one thing, the one quality, the trait that makes us adaptable in each and every kind of situation. Means we being able to get back up when you are knocked down. Okay, by the society, by the family, by anyone. When we when we are knocked down, we don't let that feeling of failure to scare us. We get up, we get ready ourselves again, and we hit it with a bounce. So we hit back with a bounce. So that kind of resilience, that kind of trait, yes, we women all carry. And yes, we are multitasker, there are no doubts. One of the speaker or the body has already explained, like, we are multitaskers at the same time. And trust me, in between, if we are getting time, we are doing our household activity also. So we are trying to make a balance at the workplace as well as at the home place. So it's not entirely like you are into the work only and you are not taking care of your family. See, and to be a multitasker and to be a team leader and to build that team spirit, only then you could be a leader for your any area, like whatever area you choose. See, I'm from academics, I'm from research, I'm holding up other administrative responsibilities also. But yes, as a woman, I know I'm having a patience, I'm having a potential, I'm having a capability, and that patience and that tolerance that comes from the family, because we in a family we are living with a number of other members, and that kind of adaptations, that kind of patience, that kind of tolerance, that comes naturally to us. So we need not to build up any fake aura. We are already equipped with all these kind of skills, and I really feel blessed to be born as a woman. And I feel like in every birth I pray to God to be born as a woman, because this is our beauty. Like, we are equipped with number of skills, number of traits, and yes, we can lead the world in a better way. And for this we need the support of men also. Like, we are not acting as a entrepreneurs or educationists or in any specific field. Like, we are I'm a mother, I'm a daughter, I'm a sister, I'm a wife. So at the same time, and I'm a director at some organization. So at the same time, I have been holding all the responsibilities together. So these traits are actually the factors which actually makes us women. So thank you very much. I'm really feeling very much, I know this is a very challenging situation, and in the administrations, even in the institutions, we need to change the mindset of the men, because if the acceptance is there from their side, definitely we can live in harmony in this world. So that is the mantra, like when we always keep on talking about the equality, right? So equality is there, but yes, women are being less paid, they are being underestimated. These are the facts. Though they are the women, they have excelled to the limits, they have already touched the sky, but still there is a need to change the mindset of the men. And I tell you, and I honestly admit, we are nothing without them. We need to make that balance. Okay, so we need their support also. So with all this, thank you very much for giving me this platform to express my feelings, because this is what I feel. As a woman, I feel very strong. Maybe if I could be a man, I could have been emotionally strong, but at the same time, I would be lacking many of the important qualities, right? So thank you very much for honoring me for this prestigious award and recognizing my contribution in the field of academics and the research. So this is clearly, I would say, is one of the most significant events of my professional career, where I have been listening to all the female speakers or the awardees and the your guest speakers also. So it was very good to know, like, their mentality, their mindset, like how they are encouraging and motivating the women. And I'm also very much grateful to my organization, Ratan Bhara University, Mohali, India, for offering me the platforms and giving me the opportunities to prove my worth in various fields. If you are not given opportunities, what we say, we need to grab the opportunity. So if you are not given an opportunity, you can't prove your worth. So this is a kind of my organization, Ratan Bhara University, where I have been working for the last 14 years. I know they have actually diversified me in various fields. They have given me number of chances, and as a woman, yes, I'm trying to prove my excellence. So thank you very much to the organizers for organizing such a wonderful event, and very grateful to all the men who are always standing behind us. They are walking beside us, and they are supporting us so that we can achieve the excellence. So thank you very much. Have a nice evening. Thank you.